What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. So today, as you could see by the title, we're going to be talking about the Ozark Trail knife. This one here you can pick up at Walmart. And it's like, I think one of the only places that has it exclusive for Walmart. I haven't seen it any other place really besides Walmart that sells it. But it looked interesting. I saw this on a few different other content creators' channels, including Blades and N, like the letter N, Gun, Outdoors. Cool dude, go check out his channel. But I saw him do a couple reviews on it, you know, and he just more. I think he did more of a tabletop and just a few little things here. But I want to do a hard use with this thing, man. It looked pretty cool on his channel, so it caught my eye when I saw it. It looked pretty decent for a budget blade. So I thought, hey, let's put it through the paces and see if it holds up and see if it's going to be a good option for everyone, you know, as far as purchasing. Because this thing is $18, $18, and that's like, I think, out the door. So it's pretty damn cheap for the way the knife looks and the quality it looks that I see in my hand when I got it in. I was like, oh wow, it looks pretty nice. So let's go through with you. I'm gonna put the specs here. You'll see it all listed here. If you want to pause it, take a look at it, read through it because it's kind of small. And then I'll put up just kind of briefly here, and then I'm gonna go over it as well briefly, the specs. So take a look at this bad boy. So it does come with this. It's called injected molded sheath. So it's plastic pretty much, not Kydex, but still pretty nice. I mean, good retention, very, very little rattle. I mean, it holds in there really tight. It's not going out anywhere. Pretty good retention there, so you can't beat that. It does have a tech lock here. So it's just kind of cool for $18 knife to come with something like this, you know. And I thought it was a pretty good little upgrade for the price, you know. So easy to put on your belt, easy to take off your belt. Nice and lightweight knife. Really, it's not gonna pull your pants down. It's very thin. That's one complaint I hear people say, is that it's a little too thin. But you know, it doesn't bother me too much. You know, the thin knife, as long as it holds up good, you know, the handle's a good handle. There's the shape, the ergonomics are not too bad for being thin. So let's get into the knife. Check this out. I love that. It's a nice little blade shape. I like how it has a kind of a drop. The handle drops down a little bit, so when you're chopping, we're going to test that out. It looks like you get more of a snap, more of a snap cut with it. It is 7CR17 MOV, so it is a budget still, Chinese budget still. With a proper heat treat though, some of these budget stills you can't go wrong with. They're pretty badass. So, you know, don't shy away just because you hear a budget still, you know, especially for $18. This could be a really good option for you. It just says here, just Ozark, what did I say? My eyes are getting bad. Trail. Ozark Trail. And then the little logo there. There we go. Now it's coming in. And then on this side, it just says made in China because, you know, it's a Chinese knife for the price. And the steel type definitely is going to be Chinese. Has G10 liners, orange G10 liners, and then canvas micarta handle scales, which they feel nice. They feel nice and tacky. We'll see when we go chop with it. I do like the ergonomics of the handle swell here. It looks like it's going to be good. It's not too aggressive here, so we'll see if this starts rubbing on my pinky a little bit. We'll see if that comes a hot spot. I don't think so. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little small. The grip is a little bit small. It's a little tight in the hand, but it is a smaller knife. So the knife itself, overall, is 16 inches with a 6.5-inch blade length. So, and it's got to be under 3/16 thick. It's a little like a hair under 3/16. Fairly thin. You know, not too bad. It is. The handle scales are removable though, so it's kind of cool. The star, like a star key nuts here. And it does have a pretty decent fat lanyard hole there, so that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. As you know, usually make them real small, especially on these budget ones. But everything looks like it's all milled out great. I mean, nice, good quality for the price. Again, for the money, some of these ones will surprise me, man. Some of these budget ones are pretty amazing. So we'll see if this is it, or if this warps or has any type of issues. So let's check the sharpness out of the box. So we'll see if it's razor sharp, hair popping sharp, or if it's needs work. Oh wow, you know, it's shaven hair. Man, that is pretty damn sharp. Check that out. Am I picking that up? There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's shaven hair, so it's shave sharp, which is surprising. A lot of these budget ones don't come shave sharp, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's take this out, beat on it, and see how it holds up, and see if anything breaks on this damn thing. Let's do it. Okay, all I have is this little last bottle here. I don't have any big bottles to cut open right now, but you know, better than nothing. So let's give it a try and do a bottle cut. Let's do this. Easy peasy. Let's see how it cuts through some water hose. This is just your standard average water hose here, so let's see how it goes through. Oh yeah, a little bit of trouble, but not bad. Boom, into two. Let's see here. Oh yeah, shaving it. Feather sticking a water hose. Check that out. Easy. Let's do another slice. Into twain, son. Well, no, this isn't going to be an ultimate chopper or anything, but I'm here to test it out, right? We got to test out that edge and see how it feels in the hand, and if you had to chop with it, could you? We're going to find out. So let's see how it feels. I think due to the lightness, it's not that great of a chopper. It's a little too thin, so it's not really, I don't feel like it's getting good bites. It is a little on the lighter side, so like I said, it's not, it feels a little flimsy, not flimsy, but just too light in hand. I mean, it's doing it though, it's chopping. Let's go back here a little bit more. I'll try to get more in this little hook here. Let's see if I can get some more leverage. That's a little better. That's taking out material. You can see there, it's. Let's see here. Give it some good hard downwards. Come on, get some. See that edge. I don't see any warping, no waving, no chipping. No, it looks still good condition. Let's keep going. Let's do some 4-foot drops and some hard downward throws. See how balanced it is and see if the scales come loose. Man, that drops like an arrow. Not bad. All right, let's do some hard downward throws here. Boom. Yeah, it sinks in there nice and deep. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Flies out of the hand really well. All right. Nothing's loose. No tip bending or deformation that I could see. Nice. Let's do a little penetration test here. See how far it sinks in and see how it feels just chopping into the log here. Oh yeah, that went in there nice and deep. Yeah, not bad. It's in there nice and deep like. Yeah. I mean, it gets good bite. It definitely gets good bite. Good edge geometry. It's all about that geometry. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Pretty good for small as it is. Let's see how it does chopping this little log in half. You know, it's about maybe 1.5 inches or something like that. So not too thick. And a knife this little and this thin, you're not going to be wanting to do a lot of chopping. But if you had to, can you process an old hard branch fast? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's going through it pretty quick. Not too bad. It's getting good bites. You can see there, it's getting pretty good bites. Not too bad. Again, guys, ooh, $18 knife, 18 bucks. So no edge damage at all. Still looks flawless as far as the edge. Now it's time for batoning. Let's see how this little bad boy batons. The heat treat so far looks like it's on point. So if you had to make kindling, would it work? Ooh, look at that. Going right through that damn knot right there. But it's doing it. Fairly simple. Let's get another piece here. Alrighty. That was easy, too easy. Let's find another piece here. It's a little bit thicker, you know. For a knife this size, you're not gonna be busting through huge logs, you know. It's meant for stuff like this, making little kindling for the fire out of these little logs here. And will it do it? It's looking like it will. It's looking like it will. Let's push it past its capabilities. Yeah, look at this freaking thing. Let's take a little piece off of this and see how it does. I'm gonna start right here. Oops, let me get you in the frame. I'm gonna start right about here. Yep. Okay, that's a little better. See how it does. Oh man, this is hard stuff right here, guys. Let's push this down a little bit. Eating my baton up. Oh man. Whoa. And look at that. That's a little bit off a little bit more than I could chew, I think, with this one. Needs a bigger blade for this, I think. But definitely putting it to the test. Woo-wee. It's actually breaking the baton. Well, shitty makeshift baton. I need to get me a real solid log, but it's actually busting the baton up. But as you can see, I'm not gonna push it through that, man. That gets more into destruction than than knife testing, because that's one hell of a log, and this is too thin. I need a stronger baton too to get through it, but definitely not bad. Not bad. Let's get this bad boy out. Let's get the log here. Let's see. There we go. Helicopter. Got it. All right, let's see. Wow, surprised. No tip warp or no blade warping, because it's fairly thin edge. Looks like no bending. The handle skills are still on there tight, and that put a lot of strain. That put a lot of strain on this little knife, that log. And, you know, you're not going to be batoning stuff like that with this. I just wanted to test it a little bit and see what happens, see if it broke or if the edge warped, which it didn't. No chips either. Let's keep going. All right, let's try a little bit of feather sticking here. There's a little choil here, little small little dinky choil, but I think my finger fits right up there without cutting myself. So let's give it a try. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Is it picking up? Some are falling off here, but not bad though. It feels comfortable doing this. It doesn't feel, I don't feel too many hot spots, or nothing feels too awkward. Yeah, but a lot of them you can see are falling off, but yeah, I mean, can it do the task? Yeah, it can do it. I mean, it's making little feathers there. Not bad. Chop into it a little bit here. Yeah, not bad at all, guys. We're to my favorite part of the reviews, is the knife throwing. Let's see how this baby flies, and see if anything comes loose or the tip bends at all. As of right now, even all the abuse I put it through, it's holding up very well for 18 bucks. Let's see. Oh man, that thing flies really good out of the hand. Look at that. Okay, let's try that again. Ooh, almost over rotated, but still stuck it. Let's see one more time here, one more time for you guys. We'll go back a little bit further here, get some distance. Let's see, make sure you're in the frame. Yep, okay, let's do it. Man, that thing flies awesome. That thing flies awesome. Definitely a good balanced knife. Look how deep that sunk in too. Not bad at all, man. I would recommend it. Okay, let's do some half spins now. I'll throw it by the blade. See how it sticks. Ready here. Bam. Right in. A little bit over rotated there. Let's try it again. Oh, missed that one. All right. Okay. Let's try it again. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Man, it's stuck in deep too. One last try here. All right, last one. Boom. Good thrower, good little thrower. All right, let's do some downward stabs and just see how it feels and see how this back pommel is. Yeah, not bad. Nice and deep. Let's try it again. Man. Feels good in the hand when you stab downward. I don't feel any hot spots really. I mean, right here is a nice little, they contoured the handle really well. Not bad. That concludes my review of the Ozark Trail knife. So, final conclusion, how did it go? What do I think? It failed. Wah, wah, wah. Damn. It was doing so good. Some of these, you know what it is? I think some of these places, you know, and it could be anybody. It could be high-end knives. I mean, I know Donnie B all day had an issue with the, what was it called? It was a big, huge folding knife, but the tip bending when he threw it. And he threw it only once. I threw this like a bunch of times too. And what was it? The Mayhem, the Cold Steel Mayhem. And that's an expensive knife. That's an expensive ass knife. This is an $18 knife, but I give it, if I had to grade this, I would give it a C+, because let's take a look. Let me show you what happened. Look at that. I got an edge bent. So the heat treat right in here is not that good. And that was just from throwing. I thought it was from the batoning, but no. Because after I batoned, I was even going through that big ass log. I looked at the edge and it was straight, totally straight. It was from one of those throws. And I think it was from the throw. I'll put it right here where it flailed like this and went up and down. I think that belt bent it over. And I didn't even notice till the very end, till after I did everything. And I was looking at it after I finished the video and I pushed stop. I was like, whoa, wait, the tip is bent over. I was like, oh man, it did fail. So that's disappointing. That is disappointing because just from throwing it, it wasn't even that bad. So a lot of these companies, they just don't do the proper heat treat all the way through. I guarantee that what I was thinking is probably the same thing that happened to the Mayhem for Donnie B all day, because from here, look at the edge. It's still freaking razor sharp. It held a good edge. No nicks, no rolls. I feel right here, there's no bowing, no warping at all on this whole edge right here. There's a tiny bit, like a little tiny bit of a, looks like a roll right there from use, but nothing crazy, nothing like, no chips. You can see there, look, let me see if I'll zoom in here. Look at the edge. The edge is not damaged at all. I mean, this is just dirt. There's nothing on it. So the edge held up fine. I don't see any, you can see there's a little bit of like smash down from the edge, but I mean, easily fixed with a sharp. I mean, a few passes through the sharpener, it'll be back to sharp again. But I think it is just this, I don't know. It's not even that, to me, it doesn't even look that thin. I've had blades with thinner tips that did better, but I just think the heat treat was missed here. Probably from here to here, probably has awesome heat treat. Probably did really good. It's probably whatever the rock hold hardness they're calling out. I didn't even see it on there. I don't think they even called it out, but from here to here, it's probably just soft. So when it hit all that weight bending down like that, just boom, bent the tip down. So, I mean, people argue, is this meant to be thrown? Probably not. I have other knives around this price range that I've thrown. You see my hundreds of, I'm already over like hundreds of reviews on different knives now. Budget ones too, around this price. And none of them, well, I shouldn't say none. maybe 2 out of like 50 of them that I reviewed, the tips bent from being too thin. This one's thicker than those. This one's thicker than those that bent. And they bent slightly. This one bent kind of dramatically for just throwing it a few times there. And it's not, like I said, it's not super thin. So that's what's even throwing me off too. It's thin, but not like some of the other ones I have. But I was going to say, out of the other budget ones that I've been throwing like crazy, none of them bent. None of them. This is the first time that I had one like this that bent. I mean, if you're going to do light tasks, if you're using this to just cutting tasks, it's awesome. I'd recommend it because it has a nice, it's nice and slender, lightweight. So for slicing, like cutting through the, cutting through rope or, opening boxes or keeping this as a truck knife would be awesome. Because if someone jacks it, it's 18 bucks. If it breaks, 18 bucks. But if you're going to use this hard use, like if you're going to be out in the woods, gone a couple days camping, I wouldn't take this one. I wouldn't take it just because of that reason. I mean, if it's, if it has the tips bending like that, if you have to use it for anything like prying or throwing it, trying to catch wild game, or, you're trying to throw this at something, a bear's attacking you and you're stabbing it and you accidentally hit the skull and this thing just bends over, doesn't even penetrate or nothing. I mean, that's, I just wouldn't trust this. I would not trust it with my life. And again, 18 bucks, you shouldn't anyways. But for a truck knife, I would still recommend it for that. That's why I get like a C+, maybe even a B-. I mean, because it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, if this all was warped, if this was warping and there's a big warp in it, big old chips out of the edge, you guys saw me. I was batoning pretty hard with it. I was hitting it pretty damn hard against that log, and it's freaking thin. It's not even really meant for batoning. It's meant for slicing and stabbing. For a self-defense knife, I mean, like home self-defense would be okay, because it doesn't have to be, I think it'll hold up for that. But any hard use, I wouldn't use it for. Any batoning, throwing, stabbing, prying, definitely no prying. You pry with this, you're just going to bend your knife off, up. You're not going to freaking, you're not going to open what you're trying to pry with. It's just not built for that. It's not built for that. In my opinion, it's not. Even though they call it the Ozark Trail knife, it's, unless you're going down some some sissy-ass trails that are maintained by the regional park, or your local wildlife community or something, where it's trails that everyone hikes. But if you're doing any type of off-trail type hiking and camping, I wouldn't take this. It's a cool-looking knife. Nice concept. I like the look of it. And it feels good in hand. No hot spots at all anywhere. When I was using it, chopping, I didn't feel nothing. The trail's a little sharp. I'll admit that. Trail's a little sharp, so when you're doing close work, it does feel a little weird. The edge does get close to your finger, so that could be an accident waiting to happen if you accidentally go a little higher on the edge there and nick your finger. Yeah, guys. So kind of disappointed. I was hoping this thing would be like a beast and hold up really well. But again, you saw I threw it about 10 times, 11 times. And one of those times, and I think, like I said, that video I posted, I think that's when it bent, when it bowed. So, all right, guys, is what it is. Please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.